We are diving deep into a choice that every potential Fedora 43 user has to make, GNOME or KDE Plasma.
Mm.
And this really isn't about comparing feature lists. It's more about choosing a home,
Yeah.
for your daily work.
Exactly. We've been looking at how people actually experience these, and what you find are two totally different philosophies for the desktop.
Okay.
The specs, I mean, they're almost beside the point compared to the actual feel of using them day to day.
Okay, so let's unpack that. If we can get to the core idea of each one, that should make the choice a lot easier for you.
Let's start with GNOME. The consistent feedback on Fedora is that the experience is clean, it's smooth, and it's very, very intentional.
Intentional. What does that mean in practice?
It means it doesn't throw a million options at you. It prioritizes delivering one cohesive, stable system that just works.
So for you, the user, the big takeaway is minimalism. You get a really tidy workspace, and there's almost nothing to tweak.
Right. But that intentionality, that comes with a trade-off. It's pretty opinionated.
Okay, what's the real cost of it being so opinionated?
The cost is control. It functions so beautifully because it dictates the structure. The animations are super polished. Wayland integration is basically flawless.
Which means better performance, better security.
Yes, especially on modern displays. But if you're someone who loves your extensions or very specific themes, you might find yourself fighting the system a little.
You're kind of forced into their workflow.
You are, which is perfect if you like that simplicity and you don't want to fiddle with settings.
That's a great way to put it. So if GNOME is the curated, tightly managed museum, let's talk about KDE Plasma. It sounds like the exact opposite vibe.
It is. Plasma is the have-it-your-way desktop. It's all about total freedom.
Meaning you can customize, what? Pretty much everything.
Literally everything. The panels, the themes, how windows behave, the entire layout. If you can think of it, you can probably configure it.
And that's huge for a lot of people, especially if you're coming over from, say, Windows. It can feel a lot more familiar right away.
It absolutely can. And what's amazing is that even with all that customization, Plasma is surprisingly lightweight.
Lighter than GNOME.
Often, yeah. It can be less demanding on system resources. And its built-in apps are incredibly feature-rich.
Which could be a good or a bad thing, I guess.
It could. For some people, it might feel like overkill if you just want a simple text editor.
But with that much freedom, isn't there a risk? I mean, the sources mention running into small quirks.
That is the trade-off, 100%.
You let people change everything, they can accidentally break things, right?
Well, maybe not break, but configure themselves into a corner. Since it's not as tightly controlled as GNOME, the responsibility for keeping things stable and consistent is more on you, the user.
So you're trading that out-of-the-box perfection for unlimited power.
Exactly. If you love to manage your environment, it's incredibly rewarding. If you just want it to work the same way every single day, those little quirks could get frustrating.
Okay, so let's bring it all together for someone trying to decide on Fedora 43 right now.
It really simplifies to your mindset. GNOME is about a calm, reliable environment. It's stable, it's polished, and it gets out of your way.
It's for getting work done without distraction.
Mm-hmm.
And KDE Plasma is all about power and customization. It is yours to shape from the ground up.
Yeah, it's for people who see the desktop itself as a tool to be perfected and molded to their exact needs.
So the question you should ask yourself is, do you want a system that gives you a consistent structure?
Or one that gives you absolute granular control.
That distinction, structure versus power, that's the shortcut to making the right choice. Don't even look at the feature list, just think about how you like to work.
Right. And, here's a final thought to chew on. If a system is designed to be perfect and intentional right out of the box, does that limit future innovation by sort of stifling community experiments?
Or does it just guarantee a more reliable tool for the masses?
Something to consider as you figure out which desktop feels right for your own definition of perfect.